if our security agencies are incapable of responding to this. I mean, they're all there to ensure security of lives and property, both internally and then the territorial integrity of the country when it comes to external forces. But so are we saying that our security agencies are not capable of stemming this tide?
It doesn't look as if, Neota, they are not. You see, let me tell you something about problem solving. If you don't accept that you have a problem, you won't warm up to any solutions. Okay? The moment you accept that you have a problem, then you will be open to solutions. Even if they were just jokes, the solutions, you will still take them seriously until you find one. So let's accept now that we're not. From the borders right in, even to the federal capital territory, our borders are just less than 5% secure. There are 4,047 irregular entry points into Nigeria, and 84
4,000 and what?
4,047 irregular entry points into Nigeria, and just about 84 regular entry points where you find immigration customs. Now, if you do the maths, that's just like 4.6%.
So elements can go in and out as they please.
If you call them elements, you are being a bit, I don't know, but all sorts more like come and go as they please. We hide under the ECOWAS Transhumans Agreement, which we ratified. Fine. ECOWAS Transhumans Agreement says we can come and go as brothers, but it didn't say we can plunder and blunder as brothers.
Now, without trying to make a joke of this, should we therefore adopt Mr. Trump's idea of building a wall or building walls?
We need not build walls, but there is a problem we have. Particularly, I am not happy with our leaders because they don't have the courage to bail cats. And that is what one side of leadership is about. Leadership is not about champagne and starched robes all of the time. Okay? We seize windows of opportunity with what I call lethargy. A window of opportunity existed in Lagos, for example, and the governor swung into action aptly. Some boys decided to go and try to rape girls in broad daylight, and within hours, the governor had bristled the hair on his neck and smoked those boys out of their homes. That makes a statement.
It does.
The first kidnap happened, nothing happened. The second kidnap happens, nothing happens. The kidnappers get bolder. From boldness, it becomes trendy. Today, sacking villages is trendy.
Yeah.
Because if you do a chronology of attacks on village right from the first one in 1999, which occurred somewhere in Taraba State called Garin Lamido.
Hold it there. But we'll come back to begin from Garin Lamido. We'll take a moment. Don't go away. And just as we wind down, we'll take our closing thoughts from our guests in Abuja. I'll begin with you, Mr. Vattel. Your closing thoughts, please.
Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
I'm using this opportunity to call on the federal government should please assist His Excellency, the Governor of Niger State. Like I've earlier said, we have a massive land terrain, and some of them, because of the difficult terrain of the River Niger, we need special police. And aside from that, we need the police authority to go on aggressive campaigning in telling the citizens that except you have license, you can't carry arms. And anybody they see carrying dangerous weapons should be arrested. We've never heard of people or police arresting people who carry this dangerous weapon up and down. And we are calling on them, they should please do something about it. It's very serious. And the state governor is willing and ready to partner with the security agencies like he's doing. Like in the last time this incident happened, he donated vehicles to them to ease their operation. He's always ready, he's always there for them, and we want them to partner with us because security is the front burner of Governor Abubakar Sadiq Sani Bello's administration. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Usman?
Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, what I would like to say here is that as a nation, and especially as people who are in positions of leadership in this country, we should ask ourselves a very honest question. Do we as leaders see Nigerians as one? Because our body language determines how the followership relates. And just as my colleague has said, we must begin to call a spade and let the people see government call them spades. The truth of the matter is that we cannot, none of us can ask anybody to get out of this country. We must coexist. We need leadership, honest and sincere leadership. And for Taraba State, we need the support of the federal government. We are a state that is not buoyant, but that is the state that is the third largest in terms of landmass in Nigeria. It is not easy for us to cover that state in terms of security arrangements and even provisions for our people. We need federal governments present, and especially the federal government projects that are upcoming, especially the Mambila hydroelectricity project. I'm sure by the time the federal government begins actual work in that place, that will help us a lot in the security, in improving our security.
Thank you. Mr. Adio.
Just
real quick.
Talking about this Fulani thing, particularly in Niger State. I have been following Niger State because that's my state. I tell you something, it's not about visits, assurances, delegations. It's about decisive action. We are too big to cover everywhere. But if you can set one example properly, if you can orchestrate one case, whoever is involved, irrelevant, from arrest to conviction, then you're going to see others fall in line. And conversely, if you don't, you're going to see them become bolder. End of story.
Thank you very much. Retired Captain Umar Aliyu, who's a security expert. And from Abuja, we had the Commissioner for Information, Culture and Tourism of Niger State, Mr. Jonathan Vatsa, as well as the Chief of Staff to the Taraba State Governor, Mr. Rebo Usman. Thank you all very much for coming to share your thoughts with us regarding this very worrisome trend in our country. Sunrise will return in just a moment with yet another interesting conversation. Be part of it.